But getting into elite.
Getting into the league.
Getting into the best of the best. And getting into the NFC South. And getting into Mike Evans. Yep. Guys, we've talked about Mike Evans.
Quite a bit. Probably more than we should.
Probably. But you know what? We're in the Tampa Bay area. It's okay. It's allowed.
It's not. Yep, that's what we do.
A lot of people... Mike Evans just has, repeat 1,000-yard seasons. He's the heir of consistency.
Yep.
Mike Evans is the top 5 receiver of all time, God damn it. That's what everybody says.
I don't know about that.
I don't know either. Guys, we've done it. We've created a category. Nay, I say a list.
I'd say it's a call list, yep.
We've got what I'd like to call... Because definitively we've said it before who our number 1 is, so I don't feel like it's any shock.
No.
Even though it may be. I want to call this category Moss to Mike.
Moss to Mike. I like that.
Moss to Mike.
So, I like
Here
that.
we go, guys.
All right, so
we've got the definitive list.
All right, so I think we should do this. You'll go say one pick, I'll say one pick. We'll just bounce back
and we'll go back and forth. All right. We've already said Moss to Mike, so... Yeah. Moss is the number 1.
Randy Moss will always be the number 1.
I know Rice has the numbers, but the numbers don't mean everything. They do mean a lot.
They mean a lot.
But peak, prime, just one-on-one, get it done.
Crazy plays.
Randy
Moss. My man beat cancer.
Okay, bro.
In like a week. So, Randy Moss.
The GOAT.
For sure.
All right, you lead off, though. So the real list, this is where we start getting into things. You lead off. Number 2.
Number 2, Jerry Rice.
I've got Rice as well. I mean, we just said he's got the numbers.
He's fantastic.
He's got every number ever.
Yep, there's no hating on him whatsoever. He's definitely top tier.
I just take Moss as the physical specimen, the freak.
Yep, I would too.
So I go number 3, T.O.
I got Terry Owens as well.
Owens is just, despite the controversies, he waited to get into the Hall of Fame.
He did.
Look at his fucking numbers, man.
They're insane.
Look at fucking Terrell Owens.
Terrell Owens is definitely...
Had a whole nother life, had 3 lives. San Francisco, Philadelphia, and Dallas.
Mm-hmm.
And then had a little resurgence until he got hurt in Cincinnati.
He did.
Even had a Buffalo run.
He did.
All right, go ahead. Number 4.
I got Calvin Johnson.
I have Megatron as well.
Yep.
I feel we've got the same top 5 or so, but it starts to separate.
It does.
But Calvin Johnson, again, numbers aren't everything.
The freak of nature athlete he was insane.
If he had played 3 or 4 more years, I might have him above Moss. He's like the one guy where I'm like...
He had that same...
Like, peak level, just prime. Boy, it's hard to argue against Calvin Johnson.
I mean, like I said, my man's nickname was Megatron.
The only guy, it's hard to argue, yeah. So, number 5, it's my turn, right? Number 5... I got Larry Legend. Larry Fitzgerald, bro.
Fitzgerald. The ultimate...
Go ahead.
The ultimate, just like workhorse. Like, the ultimate, consistent guy.
That's what when people talk about Mike Evans being consistent, I'm like... Maybe Larry had a year he got hurt, so he didn't get, the consistent 1,000 or something, or I don't know. I don't give... Larry Fitzgerald... Top 3 hands ever in the NFL.
Dude
caught everything.
That's it. Dude, never dropped a pass.
Fun stat, has more tackles than drops.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He, never dropped.
Insane.
The consistency alone is insane.
All right, so I said Fitzgerald at 5. Who do you got at 6?
I got Malvin Harrison.
Yes, Harrison. That's, the sheriff, Peyton Manning, that was his go-to guy forever.
It was insane.
Reggie Wayne, who is a Hall of Fame receiver, played number 2 to Marvin Harrison.
Yep, he did.
A Hall of Fame receiver was number 2 to this guy.
He was. Yep, it's crazy.
That's something.
That speaks volume.
That absolutely does.
And we'll see about his son. I
think he's going to be good, man.
He had, the exact same stats.
As a rookie?
As his dad did. So.
It was, eerily close.
Similar.
Yes, it was. All right, you did number 6. So, number 7, I've got Torrey Holt. Torrey Holt, and I may have him a little higher. I know his numbers might not be there, but again, his numbers aren't. Torrey Holt, bro.
Yeah.
Fucking guy was unstoppable for about a decade.
He was. He was insane on the Rams.
For a decade, and he played, when it was still kind of real football.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Who do you got at number 7?
So this is where we definitely start.
All right, what do you got?
Start separating here. I have Chris Carter. at number 7.
Ooh, I'm not mad at that pick.
130
Now, you might be
touchdowns.
mad where I have Chris Carter. Chris Carter, I might say, has the best hands in NFL history.
130 touchdowns. I think he had like 15,000 yards or something.
Dude,
like
you
close.
have him a slightly bit higher than I do, for
Chris
sure.
Carter.
But I'm not mad about that. I am not mad. That's a good...
Chris Carter's an animal. So.
This is where how close this list can be. Where, like, when I say Chris Carter's name, you're going to be like, wow, I had him so much higher. But I'm not, like...
Not hating, no.
No, and it's just, man.
The bangers. All right, so who you got at 8?
At 8, Andre Johnson.
Andre Johnson.
I got Andre... Bro,
He
did it with nobody.
He did.
With nobody.
He did.
In a startup franchise. A franchise that had literally just come into existence. I mean...
Yeah.
Got it done. Hall of Fame. And he's all about the U.
He is. We're pretty close on him. Not exactly the same. So I had at 8, I have Tim Brown.
Okay.
Tim Brown. He had
Tim Brown, I got him there. He's
14,000 receiving yards, 100 touchdowns.
absolutely 7th all time on receiving.
Yep. So
I have him. Yeah, I have him.
Got
Not quite as high. But Andre Johnson beat the shit out of Cortland Finnegan, too. The Tennessee Titan. Do you remember that fight when he knocked his helmet off, beat it, and then Finnegan jumped up like he did something, and I was like, bro, you just got beat up.
Haymaker.
All right, number 9, your turn. Who do you got?
Andrew Johnson. So we were super close to that.
All right.
Super close with him.
Okay, all right. I respect for you. Number 9, I got Steve Largent.
Steve Largent.
Steve Largent is he's the guy. Every record Jerry Rice broke was Steve Largent's record when it was broken.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like
he played in like the 60s,
the 70s, early 80s. Like he played in that, and he was a small white guy. He was kind of like the OG slot guy, if you want to give it to him.
Kind of like the OG, like Edelman.
For real, kind of was, and he was tough. Mm-hmm. Like because you going over the middle and being a slot guy.
Oh yeah,
there's a reason the slot became such a big thing in the last 15 years because the league softened up.
Yeah, for sure.
But So, number 10, my turn, right? Yes, number 10. I'm going to give it to him, bro. And this could be controversial. Number 10, Steve Smith.
You went with Steve Smith at number 10?
Steve Smith, Sr.
Interesting. I mean, I like it. I love Steve Smith. Dude was a gangster.
Bro, his celebrations alone make him top 10.
Gangster. I have a number 10, though, Isaac Bruce.
Ooh, okay.
He had over 15,000 receiving yards.
He did. He's 5th all time.
Mm-hmm.
5th all time.
Yeah. So I got him at number 10.
He was also kind of like Torrey Holt's mentor, who
I
have above him.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right, so number 11, who you got?
I have Steve Loggett at number 11.
Okay, all right. No, nice. I have Tim Brown at number 11.
Okay.
So, number 12, Isaac Bruce.
All right. I have Reggie Wayne.
Ooh, okay. Reggie's up there.
Yep, Reggie's up there. He was a dog.
Bro, Reggie Wayne's Hall of Famer. I can't argue with that. You're 13.
My 13, I have Julio Jones.
Ooh, we're close. We're close on Julio right now.
I just want to throw this stat out here to see why I put him like on the list.
Please.
Once again, I love Julio Jones. He was a great receiver, but he had 5 seasons with 100+ yards a game. So not a single game. Insane. Not a single game in 5 seasons did he have under 100 yards a game.
Absolutely That's insane. So I don't think you'll be mad at my 13.
No, you got 13.
Chris Carter.
Nah. I think you should have been a little higher, but I respect it.
Chris Carter, and that's what I said. It's a testament to how close some of these guys can really be.
Yeah,
when you're splitting hairs like this.
For sure.
Number 14, I got Julio. Like I said, I had him right there.
Yeah, right there.
I mean, I literally have Chris Carter right ahead of Julio. I don't know if that makes, but I feel like Julio's prime, is that a respect to Julio? I'm like, bro, Chris Carter, to me, is just ahead of Julio because Julio was that good.
Julio was very good, for sure. Like, insane. I had at 14, I had Torrey Holt.
Okay, so we feel a little different about the Torrey Holt, Isaac Bruce. I think Torrey Holt was better prime. I think Isaac Bruce maybe had the better numbers career-wise because he was able to play with better guys. Maybe a little more. I don't know. Where are we at? 15? 15, I got Reggie Wayne.
Reggie Wayne at 15?
Yes.
All right. I got Steve Smith. He made the list, so.
You have Reggie Wayne ahead of Steve Smith?
Yes, I do. 100%.
I feel like they were... Reggie Wayne maybe had better hands, but Steve Smith was the far better deep threat.
He was, maybe, yeah. And he was definitely like I said, I love Steve Smith. He
sure.
was a gangster. Like I said, my man sought out contact.
He did.
No fucks given.
All right, so we're at 16, right?
Yep.
Don Hudson.
Don Hudson, the OG.
The original 1,000-yard receiver.
Yep, I was say he was
the original, like, I guess you want to say deep threat. The original guy that made it seem like, oh shit, we can really throw this.
Oh, we don't have to just run the ball every play.
For real. I feel like, you know what? The numbers could be eclipsed. Would he translate to today's game? Maybe not. But his historical value,
yeah, like
he deserves to be.
Sure,
we need to recognize.
He started the whole receiving.
We got to at least remember the name. Recognize the name.
Okay, so my 16 might be a little controversial.
Okay.
I got Antonio Brown.
I did not put him on my list.
I put him on my list.
I could. I absolutely could.
I stand on this, and once again, as most people probably know at this point, if you listen to these episodes, I hate Pittsburgh so much.
You watched a lot of it, though.
But, yes, I watched a lot of it. And I stand on, not for CTE, Antonio Brown might be in my top 5, for sure. If he played Antonio Brown, his prime...
Vontaze Versavit, or whatever hit him.
Yeah, took him out. But
he just was on Rogan.
I saw that, yeah.
I watched about 5 minutes of it and shut it off because I just can't stand hearing him talk the way he just...
Yeah, I only seen clips of it. I haven't watched it.
Bro, he sounds like just rough. I don't even want to listen to it.
Yeah, but him in his prime, those prime years with him and Ben, dude was insane. And like I said, if he played through it and didn't have the whole CTE thing, man, I fully believe he'd be in the conversation.
Imagine if he didn't walk off on the Bucks like he did.
Yeah,
he could have had another Super Bowl.
He would have. And he looked decent with them even before he walked off. Like he was
nice.
Yeah.
Oh. So at 17, that's where you had Antonio Brown, right?
16.
16? Okay. No, you go 17, I think now.
17, another maybe interesting one.
Mm-hmm.
I have Devontae Adams.
Whoa.
Yes.
Really?
Devontae Adams is one of the best route runners. Dude's a legend at that.
No.
Yes. 100%.
I'm not giving him his flowers. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it.
I'm going Devontae Adams.
Sideline Society. Let us know in the comments.
I'm going Devontae Adams.
Oh my gosh. Okay. That's... What?
Devontae Adams. Yeah, for sure. 100%.
You're drinking the Kool-Aid.
No,
okay. All right.
Once again, Devontae Adams prime was insane.
All right. Number 17... Mine's even more controversial, to be honest. Tony Gonzalez, the tight end. Sixth all-time receiving.
Yeah, I mean, I respect it.
Brother.
I don't know how you're talking shit about Devontae Adams here, though, when you got a tight end on this list.
I mean, is Devontae Adams sixth all-time on receiving?
I'm just saying, he's not even a receiver.
I'm just saying.
Wow.
Sixth all-time receiving, you could be the 17th best receiver all-time. I'll give you that.
Yeah, I respect it, I suppose.
Okay.
And then 18.
Who you got?
I got Mike Evans.
Mike Evans at 18.
Mm-hmm. What do you got?
I got Michael Irvin.
Michael Irvin. Okay.
The playmaker.
Yeah.
Career shut short.
Yeah, I thought about putting him on there. I really did. I looked at him. Mm-hmm. I looked at his stats.
He got hurt. Bad hip injury.
Yeah. I thought about it. I did. I'm with it.
Icon.
He was. Yep.
The playmaker.
Yeah.
3 Super Bowls.
He did. Yeah.
I just feel like iconic offense. I don't know. But then 19, I have Mike Evans.
Okay. See, here's my thing now, to go back a little bit.
Okay. Let's review.
Since we're throwing this, obviously the Moss to Evans.
Yes, Moss to Mike.
Do you really think Mike Evans is better than Devontae Adams? Because that's crazy to me. If you really think that, that's insane. So if you're going to give Mike Evans on the list at 19, then Devontae Adams has to be ahead of him.
No, I don't. And this, you know what? I've told you this in Sideline Society. I'll tell you guys this because I am a bearer of truth. Mm-hmm. For the sake of the segment length, I put Mike Evans at 19.
Just stop it. No, I feel the same way.
If I'd have Devontae. If we're really going to do this, and I was really going to go I might have Mike Evans 30 or 40.
He would probably be deeper. For the sake of not dragging this on for like an hour, just going over it, I did kind of call quit. That's why I didn't add him like Irving, because I was like, okay, I'm at 18. I was like, man,
I could put Devontae. I could put.
There was a lot of.
You can't tell me somebody like Justin Jefferson isn't already better.
Yeah. Well, the only reason why I put Adams down was because they both came into the league the exact same year. So they're comparable.
That's a really good point, actually.
They both came in the exact same year.
It's a very good point.
So they're comparable. And does Evans' technical stats, they're slightly better. Yards and touchdowns are a tiny bit. It's like 4 more touchdowns, nothing crazy. But I'm taking Devontae's prime because Devontae's prime was insane.
No, it was. It absolutely was. There's a few guys. Somebody controversially that I didn't put on the list that I could still put ahead of Mike Evans? Chad Johnson.
Chad Johnson, yeah. I thought about putting him there too.
Bro, his 5-year run, his 5-year prime, it was funny. Who did you bring up about route running on this list? You brought up somebody. You were like, man, he's one of the best route runners ever.
Devontae Adams. He's a great route runner.
Chad Johnson. I'll tell you right now, outside of maybe Jerry Rice, Chad Johnson's probably, I think, the best route runner I've ever seen. That's what made him so good.
It was, yeah.
He was, go watch some of his old, bro, that dude just in and out of cuts and breaks. Chad Johnson was a great route runner.
He was, for sure.
I think I'd take Chad Johnson over Mike Evans.
Yeah.
I could, like I said, I can make this list last a little longer, but I don't want to. And I know, we're already over the hour.
Yeah, we don't want to drag it out.
We don't want to drag it out too much, Sideline Society. But that's our list, guys. Do you agree? Do you disagree?
Hey.
Let us know in the comments.
Yeah, comment about it.
Please. But, Quill, do we have anything else?
No, I think we checked all the boxes.
I think we've checked it. Guys, we've done it. We covered the NFC South. We've talked about Moss to Mike.
Yep.
Next week, let's go ahead and, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and say it. It's time, Quill.
Yep, you want to do it?
Next week, we do the AFC East.
AFC East. All right.
Miami Dolphins, baby.
Miami
and I'll try my hardest not to make the whole episode about that.
The Miami Dolphins.
Let's do the AFC East next week.
I'm here for it.
Sideline Society, please like, comment, subscribe. I'm Rich.
I'm Quill.
And we'll see you next time, guys.
Next time, guys.
Take it easy.